In a survey conducted by iHeartRadio, 75% of listeners believe radio on air personalities are more trustworthy than TV personalities. In that same survey, 80% of listeners feel radio personalities care more about their audience and care more about things that matter to me. Canadian radio host Shannon Burns is a midday host of Virgin Radio and iHeartRadio correspondent. She is often found interviewing some of the biggest musical artists like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and Miley Cyrus. She loves engaging with her audience through her show and her TikTok, where she can be found reporting on the latest entertainment story and sharing behind the scenes of the radio studio. She says that although it may all seem very easy and like so much fun, that wasn't the case at the beginning of her career. In an exclusive Zoom interview, Shannon says it was hard for her to even be hired because she had no experience. She says that there was a lot of moving from place to place to get to where she is at now.
Around. That's what I found was really beneficial. So when I saw that there was a job opportunity in another city, then I actually packed my car and moved to that city and then would work at that radio station for a year and then find another city that had a job opportunity and then went there and worked for a year. And then also just really weird hours and things like that. So if you're willing to put in the hard work and work weird hours and just say yes to everything, then it can be a lot easier. But there's a lot of challenges that come in it.
She also shares that a flexible schedule is important to have to start your career as a radio host.
You still have to be pretty flexible with stuff. So the show that I was doing before this one was an evening show. So I was on air 7 to 10 at night for 3 years. So that really was tough because it cut into my social life.
Being a radio host also means being behind closed doors. But how can this be a good thing? Radio host shares her experience during COVID pandemic.
I think making connections with people is really fun, especially during the pandemic. I'm sure a lot of us felt really isolated and kind of lonely. So I loved that I could go on the radio every night and have conversations with people and connect with people and share stories and have them call in and share their stories.
Today, she says that her favorite thing to do for work is interview celebrities.
Getting to interview a lot of celebrities is definitely a good perk of the job, and getting to interview and have conversations with a lot of the artists that I love and all this getting to listen to all this music that I love on the radio and then getting to sit down and talk to the artists about the music that they create and their whole process and stuff like that.
Shannon Burns ends her interview sharing some advice for future radio hosts.
A piece of advice that I would give is to be confident in what you want to do and who you are as a person. I think that's really important. And I think that's what a lot of bosses at radio stations are looking for is strong personalities. So they want somebody that's maybe outgoing and talks a lot because as a radio host, you're gonna have to talk a lot, and things like that. So I think just really showing your personality and showing that you can work hard and put in the work and you're passionate about it and all of that stuff, I think goes a long way.